I'm Valdewar for Cage Side Press, here with one championship strawweight kickboxing champion Jonathan Di Bella, who defends his belt for the first time next month at One Fight Night 15 on Prime Video. So, Jonathan, how are you? It's been a long
Yeah,
process to get here, but now that your first title defense is coming up, how do you feel? How's your camp been?
how are you, man? Yeah, I've been good, man. I feel good. I'm excited to compete again, and yeah, camp's been good. Training hard as usual and ready to go.
So, I heard, it's kind of weird to talk about your next fight, but I was interested because I heard that Pemian Zhang, who you beat for the vacant title, is going to be your opponent if you win this fight next. How do you feel about having to face him twice? And do you feel that his win against Terepchi is enough for him to earn another title shot?
How I feel about facing him next? I'm not facing him next because I gotta wait. I gotta get past
Yeah,
Daniel first.
if you
But
win
yeah,
this, but
so yeah, I feel good about fighting him. I don't mind fighting. I'll fight anybody.
okay.
Yeah, and I believe he deserves another shot for sure. Yeah.
And so you're facing Daniel Williams. How do you feel that he stacks up against Zhang or any of your past opponents, really? And how do you think the fight will play out?
I believe Daniel will compete with anybody in the world, the best in the world. So I think Daniel has the power and the ability and the skills to compete with any other top in the world. So is one of the best in the world, and he competed. He showed that with Rotang and Super Leg. So yeah, that's it.
Um, So you have one of the more impressive records because you're undefeated, and being undefeated is kind of a big thing these days. I mean, it's a lot of marketing, a lot of pressure, maybe. And do you feel that pressure? I mean, you've never lost either as a kickboxer or as a boxer. Do you feel pressure to hold on to that undefeated record to keep that zero?
No, I don't think about like records that much. Like for me, I take one fight at a time. So like I don't think about like I don't try to protect my record. Like I don't know if you can say that. I don't try to protect my record. I just like try to give my best in every fight. Like every I think about one fight at a time. So like that's all I think about is like giving my best in this fight and my next fight. And I don't like to lose, so I just like to win. And that's all I think about. Yeah, no pressure.
Awesome. Oh, I have just 1 second issue here on Zoom. Um, yeah, so I mean, you don't like think about the next fight, but do you think about your career as a whole? Like when you're, an old man, you'll look back and tell your kids, I did this. Like, do you think about what accomplishments or your dream fights? Like there's a lot of legendary kickboxers and Nakmoy in one championship that you could face. Do you think about who your dream fights are, or dream accomplishments?
Yeah, man, there's a bunch of them. Like Daniel is a good, perfect fight. I think like it's gonna be a historic fight because it's a we're two warriors and like two like guys that are just gonna let it out on the line. So I think that's a big fight, and that's a big fight for like for my future and like just I have to just win this fight and get through this fight, and then yeah, it'll be history, man.
Awesome. So, I mean, like I said, there it's Muay Thai and kickboxing under one championship. I mean,
Yeah.
there's so many, and not just that, but as a kickboxer, I assume you think mostly about those sports. Have you ever considered moving over to Muay Thai? I mean, a lot of kickboxers have done it, and vice versa.
Yeah, so like I've thought about it for sure, and I competed in Muay Thai and amateur in America, like amateur you have to wear headgear and stuff. So it's not like Thailand, like you don't wear headgear, but it's like so I competed in the amateurs of Muay Thai, but in the pros there was more kickboxing stuff. I'm more of a kickboxer, so I compete in the pros. But yeah, in the future for sure, I just want to be like one of the best pound for pound kickboxers. That's like my personal goal, like to be
Mhm.
one of the best pound for pound kickboxers in the world, like Chingiz is. So like I would like to do that like for myself, be one of the pound for pound, and hopefully like I'll do like a Muay Thai fight here and there. But I want to be the best pound for pound kickboxer.
Focus on kickboxing makes sense. So with pound for pound, there's also a lot of talk about double champs these days, and pound for pound that gives you a lot of consideration for that. We've seen other guys move up in the flyweight division, of course. In one championship is a one with a lot of big names. Have you thought about moving up and fighting up there?
I didn't think about that because I don't have to cut weight for the fight. Like I don't have to like I stay like at 120. Like I walk around like 124, 125. So I don't have to really cut weight much. So I haven't thought about going up yet. Maybe in the future if I get bigger, if I keep eating and stuff. But yeah, maybe one day.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're still young.
Yeah, I'm still young. Yeah, still young. A lot of time left.
Yeah. So one of the big things with this fight is that it's been a year since your last fight. I know there were some issues with getting the fight booked, but I heard that you talked to Chatri in New York, I think, and resolved things. How did that go? And is there anything to say about that in your relationship with one championship?
Yeah, like it fixings a lot. Like we agreed on a few things, and like he like some things like when you communicate, when you sit down face to face with somebody and you respect each other, it's better to sit down face to face and rather than like talk on like Zoom or like even via email. Sometimes you guys like miscommunication. There's a lot of miscommunication on emails and stuff. So to sit down face to face with him and to get to know him as a person, we sat down for over an hour, and we had coffee, and yeah, it was really good.
That's awesome to hear. I mean, hey, social media also blows some things out of proportion these days.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, with that, with fixing that, do you hope to be able to fight more frequently in the future? I mean, you haven't fought for a year. No one's fault really,
Yeah,
but yeah,
that's what we spoke to. That's what we spoke about, and I was like, I want to tell him like I want to fight more often. He agreed. He's like, yeah, he'll be fighting more often, and I'm very happy to hear that.
it's awesome. Um, so recently, Compech beat Xiaolong Hu in an impressive performance, and I've heard some people talk about him being a potentially interesting opponent for you. I know you want to think about this fight first and foremost, but did you watch that fight, and what are your thoughts on Compech as a fighter?
I watched that. I believe I watched that fight. Yeah, he's very good, man. He's very good. He's a good fighter, and yeah, for sure, he's on the list to come after me. And yeah, as long as I win this fight, I can fight whoever.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Okay, so it's who are some of your favorite kickboxers to watch? I mean, currently, I'm talking about.
Yeah, man, for sure. Like I like to watch like Petrosian, like
Ooh,
all the guys, I like all the kickboxers. Urso, I
wait,
really like. He's like, I think he's the welterweight champion in
one
one.
sec. You cut out for a second. I don't know if it's my internet or yours. Sorry about
Okay,
that.
mine's good.
All right, sorry about that. Sorry, can you
Uh,
just go again? Sorry.
yeah. So yeah, my favorite kickboxers to watch. My favorite kickboxer to watch is like George Petrosian, Alazov, Chingiz Alazov. I like Superman. I really like Urso, Raging Urso. He's one of my favorites to watch right now, and he's doing both like back to back Muay Thai and kickboxing. And yeah, man, those are the guys I watch for sure. They're really good.
So, I mean, it was a crazy year with that division, that trio, uh, Superbon, Chingiz, Petrosian. I mean, were you surprised first, of course, when Superbon knocked out Giorgio, and then when Chingiz just ran through Superbon?
Yeah, so I was a bit surprised like how like anybody can get caught in a fight, So I was not really totally surprised, but like the way it happened I was a bit sad and like I really like it was a bad knockout, but like I love Petrosian and I like the way he fights. I've been watching him since I was in high school. So yeah, the way to see him lose like that wasn't fun, but yeah, like Superman is really good too. He's a good kick. And then yeah, to see Chingiz demolish Superman like that was shocking too because like Chingiz it shows how good Chingiz is. But it's crazy because all styles mix. 'Cause, like Petrosian beat Chingiz and then Chingiz beat Superman, Superman beat Giorgio. So yeah, it's crazy. It's a crazy trio.
Yeah, I mean, Chingiz especially has just gone from like, I mean, just become. I mean, do you agree that he's the best? I mean, beyond Kick and other, promote or outlets have him listed as the number one pound for pound in the world right now.
Yeah, right now for sure, 100%. He is pound for pound the best.
And so in that same vein, who are some of your inspirations back in the, I mean, you said Giorgio, but who are some of your other inspirations that got you into kickboxing or that you model your style after and want to model your game after?
Yeah, I watch a lot of boxing. My dad introduced me to kickboxing, so I always look after my dad. Like my dad he has like a great style for kickboxing, and he also has the knowledge for kickboxing. And he taught me a lot to watch a lot of boxers. So like I watch a lot of boxing, and a lot of boxers are very good. I've been watching boxing since like I was 2 years old, so I've been watching all kinds of like styles, like yeah, like old school boxers and also like Floyd Mayweather, Roy Jones, and I've been watching like Terrence Crawford now, and yeah, it's cool.
Scott, that was insane. Um, what about Muay Thai or even MMA? You're fighting in one championship. Do you watch other combat sports or are you only focused on kickboxing mainly?
Yeah, I watch a lot. I watch all the combat sports. I watch it here and there, and yeah, like I don't have somebody specific, but I like everybody. I like to watch everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with I mean, so your style, because you watch so much boxing, you say, I mean, that's why you're so good with your hands. I mean, a lot of kickboxers can do it all. You have some great hands. especially. And do you credit that to your dad making you as a 2-year-old? I mean, that's insane at 2 years
Yeah,
old.
yeah, that's for sure. That's my dad. That's I give that credit to my dad. He gave me like the hands technique and everything. Like he gave me all my hand skills, and he taught me how to box, and he made me watch a lot of boxing. So yeah, for sure, he's the guy that started me out on that.
Okay, awesome. Um, I think that about does it. I mean, I just want for the last thing, what's your prediction? You versus Mini T. Who do you think's or I know you think you're gonna win. How do you think you're gonna win?
Um, and I just gotta be myself and show up and do my best. And I don't. It doesn't matter how I win. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win, and it doesn't matter how. And
No.
yeah, that's it, man.
All right. Hey, well, I really appreciate the time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much and good luck with your fight. Can't wait to see
Thank
it.
you, man. Appreciate it.